What's up, athletes? I am out at the hill. Look, it's a beautiful day, and right now I'm getting ready for my workout. You can see I'm at the hill, same place we were at last week, where we did the sled hill. Nathaniel J. Burns and myself, shout out to him. And I'm just kind of getting myself ready as this gentleman, who is a disc golfer, is finishing up his round. So it's a shared space, and I can watch him move on. And now I'm going to get myself set up, and this is where I'm going to have my workout area, kind of next to where the basket's at. And you see 12:30, 23, 6-foot workout. And I call it the 6-foot workout because you don't need much more space than that. Maybe if you're taller you do, but for the average person, not going to need much more than 6 feet. So I got some gloves out of my bag. I like to have extras, things like gloves, maybe an extra pair of socks, even an extra pair of shoes in the trunk. Got my hoodie, but I have stuff under it. So I like to be dressed and prepared for what's to come. And sometimes I don't know what's to come, but this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start this 6-foot workout with 50 jumping jacks. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to do 50 jumping jacks. If you can do 20, if you can do 25, if you can do 100, that's great too. But just keeping pace with what the video is doing, what this workout is, I'm going for 50. So if you have to stop before 50, that's great. Stop before 50. We don't want anybody to injure themselves or go too far. And what you do is you just kind of wait until I get to the 50. That way we can move on to the next exercise. And again, beautiful day out. So we got the 50 down. Just taking the time to warm up a little bit, feeling good. And here we go with squats. I'm going to do 10 squats. See, I'm getting pretty deep. I'm not rushing through them. I'm not trying to shorten my range of motion or anything else like that. Nice, easy breathing as I go through it. And again, if you don't do 10 squats, that's fine. If you can only do 3, that's fine. Now we're going to push-ups. And again, do the reps that you can do. Do the level that you can do. If you need to put your knees down, that's fine. Do the knees down, whether you're a man or woman. It is not a gender-specific push-up to put your knees down. That's crazy. Same thing with the squats. If you need a chair or anything, if you need to do push-ups off of a wall or something stable like a table or a couch, just make sure that you are safe when you're doing it. So you see me marking in the dirt. I'm putting the number 1. I'm putting 1 scratch for, that was my first set. It's important to keep your count so you don't overtrain or you don't short yourself. I look at reps kind of like money. So we're going to jump back into this, but I'm going to go back. Make sure that you know what your count is at, what your rep counts are and what your set counts are. I look at them like money because you earned them, so you know what your bank balance is, or you should, so you don't want to be overdrawn and you don't want to have too much. But too much, I guess, with money can't be a bad thing. But anyways, back to the jumping jacks. It just keeps me feeling warm before I do the other exercises, and I feel like it's a good piece to just kind of insert into and in between the actual muscle building, if you will, targeting areas. So just a little cardio, respiratory, and here we go with the push-ups. And again, I'm trying to keep it relatively slow on the way down and a pretty good explosive movement upward. I feel like the form looks pretty good. What do you guys think? And you notice I'm facing a different direction this time. Sometimes you just need the little things to help you keep count. So I can say, okay, the evens I'm facing one way, the odds I'm facing the other. And again, same thing with the squats. Trying to have a nice controlled pace. I might be bending a little forward on some of these, but just trying to keep myself in a relatively stable position as far as going up and down. I like the depth on those squats. What do you guys think? And especially for body weight, I don't think that I would need to short myself or anything else like that. Now, if I was doing barbell, if I had weights or something like that, might be a little bit different for some, but for me, I like where I'm at with the body weight squats, and then I would probably try my depth with weights, but maybe not. That was pretty deep. Get some water. Always be hydrated. And I don't mean just hydrated while you are in the workout. You should be hydrated all the time. That means the food you eat, not just water. And make sure you're drinking water and not just saying, well, soda has water in it. That's not the same. Here we go. And you can vaguely hear a little bit of traffic in the background, but all in all, still a beautifully uninterrupted day. You can see all of that gorgeous real estate behind me. And later, a few people came out and stuff like that. But aside from that one disc golfer, I had the whole park to myself. You get the occasional walker or somebody jogging by or bicyclist, but not too much. People will bring their dogs out. So parks are great for stuff like this. This is what I mean when I say that the world is a gym, and training for life, betterment of self, all of that stuff. So here we go. Let's get back. So now I'm facing back the other direction. And here goes some squats. I feel like these are pretty good. If you guys see something about them, please leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. But those felt good. I didn't have any disturbances in the knees and the hips or anything else like that. My back felt relatively loose. Actually, it felt really loose, I will say. To be going that deep, I was feeling good. So here we go with the push-ups again. And I'm inhaling, going down, exhaling, going up. Trying to keep nice, smooth breath. And on here, you can see I'm doing them on my fist. And there's a reason, because every once in a while, I'll go down and put my wrist down, and it'll like pinch, and I'll just kind of get that sharp pain. So it was just for this one set, and that was okay. So did the 10 that time on my knuckles, went back over. Guys, remember, when you are done with your set, this is a good exercise, a cognitive exercise to focus on what's around you while you are distressed and fatigued, breathing heavy, or thinking about your muscles. Think about going over, putting that mark down, get your water, take a look around. Are you seeing people, strange cars, anything else like that? And the other one is, I'm kind of pushing a pace through here because I'm acclimated to it. Now, if you need to pause the video or restructure it to where you have a little bit more rest time, that's perfectly fine. Again, this is just support. We're just working side by side, not head to head. This is not a competition. This is just to show if I can do it, that you can do it. So this is all that this is about. So we're just cruising through these jumping jacks. And again, if you got to do fewer jumping jacks, do that. The one thing I always try to give people is, if you pick a number, say I'm going to do 25 jumping jacks, do 25 jumping jacks for all your sets, unless you're really, really bad off. Try to always hit at least the number that you picked. And again, facing the other direction, and here's the push-ups. You see I'm back on my hands, feeling good. And again, it's nice and slow down, explosive up. You can kind of hear the breathing. There we go. If I'm not talking, you can hear it. And it felt good to have that squeeze and really squeeze the chest as I'm coming up, the pecs, especially at the top, triceps. And again, nice, clean, deep squats. I feel like they're clean. And I'm not leaning too far forward. There we go. So now I'm a little more upright than I had been in some of the other ones. But the pacing is good. And again, I felt great doing them. And I do believe that this is just something that most people should be able to at least say, I can take inspiration from it. I'm not going to say you can do it, but I'm not going to say that you can't. I'm just going to say that you can draw inspiration. And there I go, putting another marker in the ground. That way we know. I believe that's set number 3. Get a sip of water. And it was chilly out this morning, so when you're breathing a little heavy, sometimes dries out, especially in chillier weather. So I'm just keeping the mouth wet, not necessarily taking big gulps or anything else like that. Just little sips just to kind of keep it wet, swish it around, and then move back on. So we're back to the jumping jacks. And again, these are not big periods of rest, but I felt really good doing them. So again, adjust your workout however you see fit to be able to say, I'm going to do half of the jumping jacks and then I'll catch back up, so you have a little bit of time to just catch your breath, get yourself ready, get down for the push-ups, do half the push-ups, then get up, do half the squats. Whatever it is that's going to work for you. If you can do double the jumping jacks, double the push-ups, double the squats, that's awesome too. That's going to be a workout for another day. But in the meantime, let's all just build up to it. And sometimes the more advanced people, we can go back and, really start with the beginners. And there's nothing wrong with just doing push-ups like this. Most of the time when I do my 100 push-ups, I'm doing 4 sets of 25, or I'll do 3 sets of 34, even though that's a little bit more than 100. But while I'm doing 10 sets of 10, I can really slow down, really focus on that form, and again, pop right back up. That's how I know I'm feeling good throughout this, is when I hop back up like that. Nice deep squats. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And I think I just took a peek around. I thought I heard something behind me, if I'm not mistaken, but there was nobody there. Sometimes those cars pulling in and out, you just never know. So again, right back over. Train yourself to keep count. And that was my 5th set. Now, I'm doing 5 here, and then I did 5 for the live for Impact Athletics Association. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this content. And, as always, it's Impact Athletics Association. Hard work pays off. The 4 letters, HWPO, there they are. Please hit the subscribe, share the content. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I think I'm going to give it to you right there. Yeah, I won't be mad at you. Leave it in the comments, and we will see you guys very soon.